Mobile, we are going live now. Mobile, morning.
Good morning, Mobile.
What's happening?
It's Monday.
It's July 6th, and I still have on clearly my July 4th outfit.
I'm actually pretty sure you hadn't taken it off since.
Hey, it's America's birthday, man.
I had to ask him to please remove the jorts, the jean shorts that he was wearing on Friday. Asked him to please kindly remove them.
Those were festive.
3 days of wear.
Those were festive and very important. I only get to wear those once a year on our country's birthday.
Yeah.
I get to wear that outfit straight out of our costume box.
Yeah.
So I love it.
You want to go ahead and introduce us to anyone who might not know who we are?
No.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Of course I do. Hey guys, we're Brooks and Mandy. We run and operate the Mobile Rundown. So local kind of boutique media company. We tell you what's going on, some activities. We get you in the know on some things that are maybe a little bit different than some other media companies, some of the information that we provide. We also produce some events. And so if you're not familiar with us or not already connected to us, hop on our website, see what we're about, themobilerundown.com, or you can even text this on the screen you see and get connected. Get connected with us. So our mission, we want folks to get out and hashtag # do Mobile. So that's what we're all about.
That's true.
Yeah, we have a guest that's gonna be coming on with us. Is that correct?
We have a guest today.
Yeah,
if you guys are excited.
Yeah, if you guys are tuning in live, you'll get to check out our chat. You want to just go ahead and tell them who it is?
Molly Betch.
Miss B.
Miss B.
Miss B. She's a teacher. That's why we're calling her
at
Miss B.
MGM, and she's also making some masks. So we're going to have a very amazing conversation with her. It's really going to be great because we are going to get a chance to get to know her as well. We're going to get to know her as the world is getting to know her through this. So, yeah, it's going to be a great conversation.
I'm excited. Yeah, so she'll be coming on. She'll be coming on shortly. But we have a few items.
We do. We sure do.
What do we have?
So
what do we have to talk about? We have some stuff.
You have some big ideas for some yards, some local yards.
All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and talk about that. Y'all, this is coming up I'm super excited about it. So this, I'd like to say, well, I guess it was my idea, but whatever. It's not like an original idea. So there's Yard of the Month, right? We award people for Yard of the Month in neighborhoods. Sometimes there's like HOAs and they put this cool sign in your yard. Here's the problem with that. There's a lot of areas that don't have an HOA and they don't have Yard of the Month. And there's also politics in certain areas and people that will never get awarded Yard of the Month. So what does that mean?
The gap.
What does that mean? It means the Mobile Rundown is going to be awarding Yard of the Months, people. That's what it means. That's what it means. It means we're going to do it. I don't know if anybody can hear me or see me. Sorry, Mandy. I want me to push you out of the screen here.
No, I can scoot.
Yeah, no, you're good. So we're excited about this. We're setting up our webpage right now where you're going to be able to
nominate.
Nominate is the word. Thank you. You're going to be able to nominate people. Yes, if you want to self-nominate, you can. But hopefully it's for like a neighbor where you're like appreciating them being in their yard all the time. And you're like, man, this person has a really cool yard. There's only a couple of rules, and I'll be posting the website in future shows. Basically, you have to be in the city limits. We don't want to be driving all around the entire like Mobile Bay region, even though we love Mobile Bay, the whole area. Got to be in the city, somewhere in the city. And there's enough. I think there's enough beautiful yards of people working in the city.
I think so too.
So, anyways, we'd love to know what you guys think about that. Go ahead and be thinking about who you're going to be nominating. Right? Be thinking on that, and you'll be able to nominate your neighbor for a Yard of the Month sign from the Mobile Rundown. We've got
all the glory.
I think we're doing like up to 10 right now, and then we'll kind of revamp and go from there. And those people, by the way, the winners, our hope is that after they get it, they win for the month, they pay it forward to the next winner. So, oh my gosh, we could have thousands of Yard of the Months around Mobile over the course of time. I think it'd be really cool. So we're excited about that.
My theory on yard work.
What's your theory? Don't do it. No, I don't know. What's your theory on yard work?
Yard work is hard work.
That's not a theory. That's a fact, man.
Okay.
That's a fact. Yard work is hard work.
That's why we want to glorify these people because we know the struggle.
So
for sure.
So we will never be getting Yard of the Month ourselves ever. No one will ever nominate us, but we will be nominating other people.
Definitely.
And we're excited about that.
Yeah.
So it's cool. All right, cool. What else do we have?
We have a way for people to get on our website and get some rundown swag.
Oh, do we? Oh yeah, the shop is launched, man. I guess I should talk about that, huh? So let me take off that banner thing so it'll get confusing. So yeah, on our website, right? And I'm probably gonna put it on its own tab and create its own item here, like what do you call it, like image or whatever. Our web team's probably gonna do that. But yeah, if you go here and get involved and click shop, you will go straight to our Mobile, Alabama collection, which like we've been holding these mugs and just kind of people are like, oh, cool. Like, where in the world did y'all get those? And I didn't really have a good answer because you couldn't buy them. But now you actually can buy them. You can buy a coffee mug right here. It's $12.97. I know maybe it's a little expensive, but they have to print one at a time. It's called print on demand. You order it. They print it specially for you, mail it to your house, man.
Small price to pay. Look at that design. That design is amazing.
It is amazing. But this is our sister brand. I say our sister brand. It's called BePositiveWithUs.com is this website. But this is a section for just Mobile Rundown, just Mobile swag. So yeah, so that's there, and that's pretty exciting. I mean, I'm pretty excited about that.
You scroll up? Hang on, go back to the.
All right. Do I need to show it to people?
Yeah. All right. Scroll up. Are you more excited than our Do Mobile blue shirt?
Okay. Mandy does not think this young lady is very excited. She thinks I need to.
Yeah. I don't think she wants to do Mobile. I'm just saying.
She's not excited. All right. I'm going to get a more excited person. I'm going to get someone smiling. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. I'll find someone that's smiling. Yeah. I thought at first I thought it was like
her model face.
The model face. Like, I thought that's what we were going for.
I don't know.
But yeah, maybe it's a little too model. Face. All right.
All right, guys.
That's all right. We'll find someone else.
All right. And youmoving right along to events, we just want to remind you with all the events that were postponed, canceled, rescheduled, all the things due to COVID. If you're part of an organization or business that is putting together an event or trying to potentially put together an event that's going to be in person and or virtual, please let us know so we can share that with our viewers, readers, listeners, and get the word out. Because we know, and it's right now, look, I mean, we can't even plan for tomorrow. So we know things are crazy, but if you have a plan, if you're part of an organization or a business that's putting something together, we really want to be able to share that. So let us know. You can email us at events@themobilerundown.
Events at the Mobile Rundown. Events with an S, right? Events. At the Mobile. We may have both of them actually. We may have an event, but we're not going to tell people.
Events at the mobilerundown.com.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So you ready to share our quote of the day?
Wait, you mean our
quote of the day?
Man, I dig that so much. I dig that intro music. Gets me in the quote. Gets me in the quote mood. Do something today that your future self will thank you for.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So simple.
So simple.
Yet so
hard.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, right?
And hard. Yeah, definitely hard. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Yeah, I mean, that's something definitely even, yeah, I'm with you there.
Have you done something yet this morning that your future self
I worked out this morning.
Ooh.
And I do not like working out.
Yeah, you don't. I heard it.
I don't like working out.
Leg workout. No.
Yeah, I don't like working out legs either, for sure. In fact, multiple people in this workout video I did said, leg day is my favorite day. And I was like,
they're liars.
I was like, it's not mine. It's mine. We got, so Molly, who's coming on with us shortly, apparently, all right, we're going to have to talk about that. Apparently Miss B likes leg days, I guess.
Oh, man.
All right, we're going to talk about that.
Do it for both of us, honey.
Yeah. And so if you guys are just tuning in, we have Miss B on the show. It's going to be coming on with us in just
Molly
a moment.
Bitch.
And we are going to be chatting all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Teachers, mask making, all kinds of stuff. All right, cool.
Nappies.
Oh, Nappy. Yeah, Nappy Awards. Oh, man. All right, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
All right, we're almost there. But before we get there, I've got a little bit of good news. The Do Some Good Mobile segment. All right. Good news. There's always some good news. There's always something good. Look, so this person is a friend of ours that runs this website. but she needs more promotion because she's doing she's like been so consistent on this. I don't know. So I don't know if you guys have heard of the brand Our Southern Souls. So it's run by a really cool individual named Lynn Oldshoe, and what she does is literally captures people's stories around the area. One, I'm terrified to do this. I actually interviewed her maybe a year or two ago, and we talked I talked about her method for doing this, and her method. I was like, how does this work?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you do? And she literally, goes up to strangers and kind of chats with them. And she's like, hey, the world's a tough place, and people don't always get to share their story. And I'd just like to just kind of chat with you and like learn about you and learn who you are. And she's done it so many times. I think she's comfortable with it now. So amazing though. Like, if you will go on and read some of these, and so this is on Facebook and Instagram as well. If you go on Instagram, the story versions are like really short. I like the Instagram versions because it's kind of like a shorter snippet.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a paragraph
Mm-hmm.
or a couple of paragraphs, but it's like a shorter version, and it's really interesting to see and like scroll through and see the stories. I mean, I've had stories I've read on here from her that have brought me to tears, like
Mm-hmm.
seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, I have no idea what this is. Just posted yesterday. I was shot in the head at a house party. I am using my experience to help others and give them hope.
How incredible.
This is Mobile. I'm like, that's the Bienville Square fountain in the background.
Yeah.
And so this is amazing. And I don't know this young lady's story. Obviously the headline kind of says it all, but I would encourage you guys to go and just check out OurSouthernSouls.com. I'll put a link to it in the comments. So if you have not checked it out before, you can do it. But that's good news because she's writing like beautiful stories on people.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people don't like, sometimes people like just haven't been, I'm not gonna say they haven't been heard, but maybe someone hasn't like told their story.
Everyone has a story.
Everyone has a story.
Yeah.
Everyone has a story. And so she's just able to capture and pull out some really amazing things from folks. And so so that's our good news segment of the day.
Lynn, you keep doing some good, because I think it really is incredible. And she literally does just walk up to people. And I think that she has a way of communicating and interviewing them that I guess people just like, hey, you're here, you're asking me some questions, I'm going to completely open up to you.
Yeah.
It's
I think she does. I think she's like a people whisperer. She's been turned down very few times, she told me. So I think she's like, I've done hundreds of interviews. She said, I think maybe it's like less than a handful.
Really?
At the time that I interviewed her. Yeah, it was very few people like told her, no, I'm not really comfortable with like talking to you or sharing my story with you or whatever. So so that's amazing. So Lynn, keep that up, Lynn.
Yes,
keep that up.
Lynn, thank you for doing all the good that you are doing in Mobile.
All right, cool. So we have
a little news
we're gonna switch gears.
to share.
Right, you want to share this news real quick?
It's not much. We're just going to go through these really quickly. Hopefully everyone has gotten a mask. If you have not gotten a mask, there are some locations set up around Mobile that you can get one for free.
Cool.
But here's a little infographic. If you are still unsure if you should wear a mask or not, I know it's a hot button issue. Y'all just wear a mask if you're going to be out in public. Actually, yesterday I was downtown and I was going to go to Braided River to pick up some brews for some friends of ours. And I got out of the car, I got all the way to the door, and I realized that everyone was looking at me. Yeah, there were some people inside, having some drinks, and everybody was looking at me. And I realized,
why are they staring at me?
Everybody had their mask, like, kind of around their neck or whatever down. And I did not have one on. I felt so ashamed. So I ran back to my car and I just went home. So
what did you really?
I went to Publix. Sorry.
Oh, you went.
But they were about to close. Long story. Anyway,
cool.
Issue is I didn't have a mask, and so shame on me for not having that. I should have had it on. So, so wear your mask if you're going to be out and about. Please protect our community. And
so this graphic is very complicated. I found out last time there's a lot of arrows that point to yes and no and no and yes. Basically, if you're leaving your house, take a mask.
Yes.
That's the conclusion of that. And we do have a link for where you can get masks, right? So this is this thing. I'll put it up on the screen here. So also probably that's not complicated, man. That's not too bad. So there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 handful areas. So I'm gonna put this down in the comments as well.
The third precinct, the first precinct, police headquarters on Government, Central Precinct. City Western Administrative Complex. It looks like it's.
I don't know. I'll
Yeah.
put the link there.
Yeah.
So people can
I
check
just,
it out.
you know, there are places all around town, so that should not be a problem at all whatsoever. And I believe it's 1 per person, 2 per. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I mean, you
but
can't go and like get boxes of masks, but
no,
but
they will not do that.
The city is providing some masks for you, right? So, all right.
All right, cool. And so if you have kids that are elementary age or middle school, this is a really cool thing that Dolphin Island Sea Lab is doing. They are doing a virtual field trip. So I'm going to let him get that up on the screen for us.
Okay.
Here we go. They're doing a virtual field trip on July 8th. Let's see, from 11 a.m. until 11:45. You can go and RSVP on their website. It looks really cool. And I think that, you know, we kind of forget that field trips are one of the best ways of learning because it's hands-on. And even though we don't get to be hands-on with this, what they're doing, they're going to make it so where it's very interactive and educational. So if you have kids or yourself, I don't think they're going to kick you off. They would have let an adult.
I hope so.
They would let an adult in if an adult really wanted to do it. But I think it'd be something really cool to get the kids involved. Just a couple of minutes on your Wednesday if you want to hop in on that.
Heck yeah.
And then Pack Mobile, they have a show coming up. They have Shrek coming up this weekend, and they will be. I'll let you get that up on the screen.
What this image? Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
So they will be at Bellingrath Gardens July 9th through the 11th. You can get your tickets at thepackmobile.com. Y'all, this is something really cool. I think it's a great way to kind of keep the kids engaged this summer as socially distanced as they possibly can be. But being in the arts, being in, you know, the drama world, I think it's a great way to stay sharp. Stay sharp. You've done some plays.
Oh
Yeah.
man, you snapping my fingers.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Where did you do yours? Joe Jefferson?
I haven't actually done plays. What are you talking about?
What?
Oh, you mean the?
Don't
I
even
I did a play called The Little Fox. I didn't snap my fingers there. That's why I was like, what?
Oh.
I had like a line and a half in in a play called The Little Foxes. Was it Joe Jefferson Players? The Playhouse. Miss B. Oh, okay, we're gonna talk about that too. Miss B's on the line with us. Yeah, you guys can't see her yet.
You
She's
can't
coming
see
on
her.
shortly.
We can see her.
She's coming on shortly. All right, this is good.
I have so much to talk about. I love it.
Exactly. Leg Day and Little Foxes. Don't forget.
I got it. I don't need to even write it down. All right, so check that out. That's something really cool for the kids, for the family, coming up this weekend. And if you haven't checked out the Pack, they are it's a really cool organization that is it's next level local theater is what I call it. Next level local theater. Is that
level?
Is that a good way of doing it?
I don't know if that's proper.
New age local theater.
New age, next level, incredible.
Yeah.
It's good.
Fantastic.
I put on good stuff.
All right. Well, I'm going to see. I think that is all for the news. I think it is time to bring on our guest.
Oh, we're gonna have a chat. We're gonna have a chat with Mrs. B. Mrs. B. Let's bring her on. Hey, Mrs. B.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. How are you guys
So
doing?
look, we're great. Brooks is terrified to say your last name, even though you've gone through and told us.
I'm scared, man. I'm not
A lot of people
I'm not cussing.
I'm
not cussing live.
A lot of people get absolutely terrified trying to say it.
I'm not cussing live. Mrs. B. Yeah.
I got this from my dad, and he used to, because when you get telemarketers and they're trying to like say your name, he would give them a definition. He'd be like, "It's Betch," like "you betcha," and people would be like, "Oh, I get it." So
I got it.
Betch, we
good.
got it. He's just afraid to say it.
My vowels get messed up. So when I mess up my vowels, it
It could be bad.
I like Miss B. I think that's cool.
I mean, I didn't pick it, so.
That's right. You're
it's all
born with
good.
it. All right, Molly, I am so excited to have you on this morning. I know a little bit about you, but we're going to get to know a little bit more about you. I want to talk about one of the really cool things that you are doing right now. So in the midst of the madness, you have started an Etsy shop. Is that correct?
I did. And it's really kind of just to fill the time that I have now.
Yeah.
I've always been like a crafty kid, I guess. But I've enjoyed, I hate to say like I enjoy doing things with my hands, but there's something like therapeutic a little bit for it. Just like running and leg day. So
hey.
Yeah.
I love looking at something that someone does and I'm like, I could do that. That's easy. My parents are, my mom actually has an Etsy shop as well. She mostly does
Very cool.
monogramming, appliques. She has her own like LLC full time. Like that is her
Okay.
gig.
Oh, wow.
So I've kind of grown up around, I'd say like sewing machines and embroidery and smocking and just needlework in general and embroidery. So picking this up was really, it took a day or two to really kind of get the handle of a new machine and figure out like what worked best for me. And as far as like, how could I be able to create a whole lot of product in a little amount of time? And that's still always a process. But, and then as far as like Etsy goes, it's really a lot of marketing, and it's creating your brand. What are the people that you're trying to reach, and what can you create that's different from what others are doing? So a lot of my masks you'll see, while I have like some fun prints and summer prints and neutrals and stuff, I go more like Disney, just because I really enjoy it. I like the little like kitschy stuff about Disney. Like I'm a person who goes into Pirates of the Caribbean and loves the smell.
Yes. It's like burning water. Is that a good way of describing it?
Burning water?
Like the smell of burning water, or like seeing?
I don't know about burning
So
water.
it's actually, this is the funny part. It's actually created from bromine, which is a chlorine chemical that's not toxic like chlorine is. Like if you inhale it so much, it's like you're okay.
Right.
So
Nice.
I like weird little facts like that, and I love park trivia, and I love going to parks. And so a lot of fabrics that I buy are things that I enjoy, which are like Disney prints and kind of minimalist Disney prints. But then I also have a lot of neutrals, like stuff that you could wear on a regular basis with a lot of things, but some fun colors here and there. So it's just been kind of whatever I like doing, I'm going to do it, because
I love it.
I'm not going to create it. So you won't see a lot of like, I don't enjoy camo. I don't, people have asked for it, and I'm like, I'll do it, but I don't like it.
Right.
But yeah, just kind of creating and branding towards a specific thing.
Did your mom, so how long has your mother been running her Etsy shop?
She's been running her shop for 5 years.
Wow. Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So she started working for like a children's clothing company that did a lot of that in store. And she and my dad decided, hey, like you could do this at home. We have a dining room that we can just completely convert into a sewing room. And that whole room is dedicated to nothing but her business. It blows my mind how resourceful they are. Because my dad built like custom shelves on the wall, and like, so they got all into it, and it's and I'm like, this is like something you find on like HGTV.
Wow.
They're kind of handy people too, so they like redoing things. They enjoy, like, if I get a new classroom or a different classroom, or just need some stuff in the summer, they love like painting and, you know, updating things. They like doing it too. So I guess I inherited it a little bit.
Yeah.
But also, like, I'm a theater teacher, so a lot of these things that I'm working on right now, I can teach in class. I mean, I could teach students how to make masks in class. A lot of what I preach is how what you're working on in class can be used to impact your community as well. So a lot of times when we're working on shows, we find community significance or cultural significance, or ways that we can take what we're doing in our show and use it to impact our community.
Very cool. Very, very cool. As far as the masks go, is there like a form or like exact dimensions that you use? How do you like know like how long to make them, how wide to make them?
I'm sorry, there's a bug right here.
No, you're fine.
Get that bug.
There is a little ant right here. There's a pattern I use that I have printed out, and once again, I actually got this from my mom. It's a Dollar Tree cutting board, because it's that like flexible plastic that I have been able to cut templates out of, and they're super duper durable. And so I can use it over and over and over and over again. And that template is what I use to create my mask.
I love it.
Genius idea.
I know.
That's genius. Now I know exactly what you're talking about, the little cutting boards, the flimsy.
Yeah, they're like
things.
they're like $1 a piece, and if you know you have something that you're gonna do like over and over again, it's just straight up plastic that it's super duper durable. And she actually taught me that. She's like, hey, I use this for like half of the stuff in my shop, and it's $1. And I'm a teacher, I enjoy a good deal.
Pays to have a mom with an Etsy business and knows what she's doing, right? Get some tips from mom.
100%.
Now, and sometimes I teach her stuff because she doesn't know the whole social media branding world.
Y'all should team up. This is great.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I love doing, especially like with Instagram. Instagram is the social media nowadays, I've learned. Everybody's flocking to Instagram. And my students love Instagram. So our theater department has an Instagram handle. But learning how to create tags and how to find followers and how to market with influencers. It's fun. I enjoy it.
Very cool. Very cool. What is your what's the Etsy shop? Is it easy for me to find here right now and like pop it up? Would that be hard to do or easy to do?
Yeah, so it's one word. And the first letter is capitalized. So it's Face Forward Goods.
Okay.
He's getting it.
And that's and that's the Instagram handle, and we have a Facebook page. But usually the Instagram and the Facebook and the Etsy we keep pretty popular.
This is awesome. Yeah, let me pop it up. So is this you right here?
That's my shop.
How cool. Yeah, this is great. Cool. So we can see some of your designs right here. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So
we've been talking about it. Yeah.
So when we have some masks on there, of course, the other thing I have to think about is like eventually masks are going to phase themselves out. So how can you keep the shop running? And so you'll see a lot of other products I have on there, like some vintage dad hats.
Cool.
Embroidered. Yeah, I have that one sitting right here actually. And some vintage like plaid shirts that I've collected, and I have like old Disney fabrics that I've done like back panels on. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
You know, it's kind of interesting, just kind of thinking out loud, like, if you find certain patterns that sell pretty well or whatever, and the masks die out, well, maybe it's the pattern that they like, and maybe you can create some other items or whatever in it, right?
Yeah.
So,
So our two most popular fabrics that I just keep getting orders left and right for are the Golden Girls fabric and the Office print. Those were two that I just like randomly have picked out on a supplier site, and unfortunately they take a really long time to get just because of shipment delays and all kinds of stuff. But I at least sell one a day of those.
That's incredible.
Both of those are incredibly popular. So, and they're super
crazy.
Cute too.
Yeah. Yes.
It's so cool. Like you're almost able to like test market with masks. I mean, that's like really cool to figure out like what fabrics are really popular. I think that's great because those fabrics are timeless. It doesn't have to be a mask like long term, right? It could be anything. That's super cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, it's kind of like me, like my mood changes from day to day. So like sometimes I want to wear something that's like really bright and kitschy and fun if I go out, or some days, like example, like my church family, we have to wear ones while we're church right now. And I like to do something that's a little more neutral and something that goes with my outfit rather than just like in your face golden.
Right. Which would be appreciated. I guarantee you somebody would appreciate that at church for sure. I love it. Okay. So now you have mentioned that you are a teacher, that you are a theater teacher. And so you are at MGM, correct?
Mm-hmm. So I am an actor by degree, teacher by trade.
Cool.
I'm currently working on getting my teaching license because I actually have an acting degree. So I've never really considered myself a teacher. But the past 4 years I've been at MGM, I've slowly begun to realize like, what are my skill sets in teaching? And I've always kind of said with acting, it's like you practice what you preach. And if you're not continuously working on your own craft that you've specialized in, and you're not continuously going back and teaching that to students, then what kind of education are they getting? Because that is a big door when it comes to techniques and what's current in theater. So I have to constantly be aware of what's happening in the theater world, just as far as what's playing, what people are flocking to, what's not, but then also being able to continuously work on my own craft as well. So practicing, getting classes done, getting jobs. And right now those are not happening. So I've been doing a lot of work on how to teach in this weird world that we're going to right now, because frankly, we don't know what's going to be happening with school in the fall. We kind of know, but with my job, it's more of like, I need the students in class because it's a hands-on thing. So while digital works great for a literature-based class or a textbook-based class, it works terrible for me. So I cannot wait till all of this ends and I'm able to have all my students back in class. And then not only that, we're still trying to figure out, like, what do shows look like in the fall?
Right.
What does our season look like? I've been going through trying to figure out, we actually announced our season last year, or not last year, this spring. I announced it thinking that, you know, fall, we're going to be okay. Everything's going to go back to normal. Yeah. It's not. So we really don't know, like, what we're allowed to do just yet. But I've kind of had to say, all right, let's put this on the back burner. What are some options of things that we could be able to do? Because I still want to have that opportunity for my students to be able to perform. So, because I didn't get it in March.
Yeah, so, is this an elective?
Cancel our show.
Exactly. Is this an elective that you get the opportunity to teach children of, like, from 9 to 12, or is it just a particular grade?
So it is an elective. I don't see a lot of freshmen just because of the way they do scheduling over at our school. So that's kind of unfortunate, although I've begged for freshmen because that's how you grow a program, frankly.
Yeah.
But because of the academy thing that the schools offer, while it is a blessing, it's also a curse. And I'll preach that, you know, day in, day out. It's great for kids who, like, know what they want to do going on into college or going on into trade school or whatnot, because you're able to cater your classes towards what you want to do with your life. I didn't know what I was going to do in high school. So
we were just talking about this yesterday.
I wanted a taste of everything. And I think while it's great for those who know what they want to do, it's terrible for those who don't know what they want to do. And then it's not only like a academy thing, it's like also scheduling thing, and it has its pros and cons. I will preach more about the good things because I love my school and I love my school system.
Right, yes.
But I actually see a lot of sophomores, juniors, and seniors, juniors and seniors mostly. And a lot of them are in the Fine Arts Academy. So they specialize doing, like, foreign languages, band, art, dance, music. A lot of their electives are catered towards those kind of things. So yeah, but my general theater 1 class is just everybody and anybody. And then usually kids will decide to either change their academy or continue taking my electives.
Gotcha. When they decide if it's for them or not. And you don't really know until you've tried something. I don't know that I've ever actually tried anything in the theater world. I know Brooks he's a little different.
No.
Hey, you don't have to be an actor to enjoy theater. I think that's kind of what I've told my kids. Like, they always think, oh, theater, you have to be, like, into performing and singing and dancing. I'm like, no. Like, we need stage managers, we need directors, we need techies, we need front of house managers, we need you do not have to enjoy the spotlight to enjoy theater. So I think I've kind of tried to point out the versatility in theater to some of my students.
Yeah.
And apparently you are so good that there's a little award potentially out there for you. So she has been nominated for coolest high school teacher.
What?
How great is that from the Nappies? And so, that's like really exciting. I mean, that is, you know what I mean? Because there's thousands of teachers, high school teachers, you know, in the city of Mobile, and your name made the list, honey. That is incredible.
I should have known when you said your kids call you Miss B. That just sounds cool, you know? Like, it just has a cool swagger.
It's
to it.
fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, there's lots of high school teachers that are way cooler than me.
No way.
Yeah, we were excited. This year we were actually also nominated for Best Play or Performance of the Year in Children's. So our kids musical this year is 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. It's a mouthful. We actually got nominated for Best Player Performance as well, and I was shocked and surprised, and I voted every day.
Yes.
I was like, please, we have to win this. We're up against some big, big people, and we're just a little cool. But I was so proud of them. These are kids who did a show who have never sang before in their life. Yeah. I had kids who were learning how to sing.
Oh my goodness.
And kids that were learning how to put up a show. Not only that, they were learning how to put up a show and cut it to 45 minutes for our competition. So it was just a lot of hurdles, and they all took it like champs. Actually, our one act performance in competition, we got up there and I was in the light booth setting up all the microphones, and the microphones did not work. And so I told them in the like the holding room, I was like, you need to know that there is a huge chance that this will not work because I'm not a techie. I was like, and I have 5 minutes to set up 12 microphones.
Right.
You just got to be aware of it. And so I just yelled, "Sing out, Louise!" And they knew, and they all took it like champs. And I think I was crying in that light booth watching them perform, because it was just, there's something so magical about watching all of your hard work come to a performance at the end. And there were days when I pulled out my hair and I was like, this is never going to work. They're driving me crazy. I want them to do this thing and they're not listening. And all of a sudden, it happens every time. There's like some light switch that suddenly goes off and they get it. And it's great.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I love my kids. I love what I do. It's great. If I weren't doing this, I'd be acting, and there's no better way to like take what I actually love doing and let other kids love it just as much as I do.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, apparently they love you too. You're getting some love here. Sarah Breland Knox is saying, we love Miss B. She does an amazing job with MGM Theater. So I'll pop it on the screen for you. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. We all get out and check out her shop, her Etsy shop. It is Face Forward Goods. And then while you're over on the nappies, making your boats, letting the world know all the things that you like, Molly Betch is up for coolest high school teacher. So great.
And
so
great. Yeah, and so amazing.
I want to touch on really quickly Leg Day, and what was the other one?
Little Foxes.
I think it was,
Little Foxes.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, I was talking about the Little Foxes.
Is one of the best all-female shows. It's got very few men in it because it's such a female, I don't want to say like female empowerment show, but it is. But as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, I haven't read that since college. It's so good. But yes, I love Leg Day. I actually worked at a gym in college. So all of my gym buddies were like, Leg Day, let's get swole. And I was like, yeah. So my favorite.
We can be friends, but I don't know if we can. I just don't know if we can ever work out together. Yeah.
I don't do a lot of Leg Day anymore. I do a lot of like HIIT workouts, like high intensity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's his jam.
Yeah. I want to die in the shortest amount of time possible. I'm like, I want the most amount of effect in the shortest amount of time. I'm like, 20 minutes, I want to die. What can you do for me? That's my kind of workout, just so I can be done. Because I don't want to do it.
Actually, like during all this coronavirus mess, and we were doing digital teaching, and my kids were like, what do we do? What are we supposed to do right now? Should I sleep or should I eat? You know, and I was like, neither. And I encouraged them to start running, start working out, and start reading, and start getting as much theater as you can soak up. There's a lot of digital platforms right now that aren't able to perform live, and they're streaming their shows. There are endless musical theater dance workshops actually offered on Instagram that I was trying to plug left and right. And then I constantly say, like, you need to train your body. Theater is, I hate to say, like, theater is a sport, but it is. And if you don't keep your body healthy, it's like choir, like this is your instrument. And if you're not healthy and you're not doing yourself justice, then like, how is your performance going to be great?
Dang, sister, that is a great. I've never ever thought about it that way. You're so
you
right.
lose weight if you're not healthy.
Yeah, it is like this is what you got. You got this, and you only get one of them. Oh man, and if you don't have this,
and I've done shows sick and you know, eating completely unhealthy because you don't have the time to cook, which is actually false. But yeah, I really stress the need to like not only just, you know, give your best performance and work your hardest, but also know when your body needs to take time off and know when you need to take a break. And taking a break is okay, because if you're not healthy doing what you're doing in rehearsals, then you're not going to be doing your best performance. It's a mental thing, it's a physical thing, and it's all of those things combined.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of want you to teach me theater. I'm like, I want to be a high school student again and be like, okay.
She's going to sneak in your class.
What do I do?
Yeah.
It's a lot. We have a lot of fun. There are days where I just let them kind of figure things out on their own. Like we were actually working on a student directed one act, and I broke each scene and divvied it out to each kid, and they would come in the classroom like, what are we doing today? I'm like, scene 4, go. And I would just watch, and I would try to be as hands off as possible. Because I want them to take ownership of what they do, because they can start to see what they've been learning in class and how to apply it in scene work. And so I would come in and like, you know, tweak a few things here and there if it needed adjustments, but try to be as hands off as possible. I'm kind of a control freak. I like things done the way they're supposed to be done. And so doing that was also kind of healing for me, because I'm like, I need to let go. It's not going to be perfect, and you need to be okay with that. It's not going to be perfect.
Right.
And then it becomes something perfect, because if you have the mindset of like, it's going to be like this and it needs to be like this, then it's not, your students aren't learning. They're just imitating.
Right.
And
that's so true.
Imitating isn't acting. So I've seen like tons of teachers say like, watch this video. I need you to be exactly like this, or this is what it's like in the real world. False. No.
Yeah.
The best way of learning is immersing yourself as much as possible, of being in that moment with your fellow partner and figuring it out from there. And it's a lot of guessing too. Sometimes you don't know the answer, and kids have asked me questions. I'm like, I don't know, figure it out. And I think that's the best answer I've had for them. And they've become really self-reliant and responsible and aware of what they're doing on stage, which is even greater. They hate when I finish a rehearsal and I sit them all down and I look at them and go, how'd you do? And they just kind of,
oh, wow.
Oh.
How did I? You're supposed to tell me. I'm like, no, you're supposed to tell me. How did you do? And
I like that.
Slowly, they start to feel and gauge how they did throughout each rehearsal, which was great. And then they would start to, you know, I'd kind of reel it back sometimes, because then they'd start to say, well, so-and-so did this over here, and so-and-so did this over here. And I was like, no. How did you do? So it's a lot of refocusing and adjusting, but it's probably one of the best responses that.
I love that. You can apply that to so many things. I'm sitting here thinking about, you can apply that to parenting, instead of being like, oh, you did so good at that baseball game, or, oh, like, you know, whatever it is. You did great at soccer practice. Like asking them to evaluate themselves is probably like the best way for them to, what's the word? Like to measure up. Yes, thank you. Yeah, like to feel how they did and how they could improve next time, or maybe they did fantastic and they were like, that was my best game ever, or whatever.
Sometimes they're harder on themselves than you actually want them to be. Yeah. So you kind of have to reel that back. It's like you have to learn, like, some kids need that tough love, and some kids need that praise. They know I don't give it frequently because I'll tell them when they had a good show, and then they're like, yes, we had a good show. Like, it's so excited because they're like, oh, she's just going to point out something bad we did. I said, no, I'm just going to point out something you need to fix.
Right.
So taking what they feel is negative and seeing it as like a science experiment. Oh, this hypothesis didn't work, so let's just go back to the drawing board. And this hypothesis didn't work because we did this, and it just back to the drawing board. So seeing failure as a success.
I love it. I love it.
It's the best way of learning.
Yes. Oh my goodness. And this is why you were nominated for coolest high school teacher. I mean, you make it real. We make it real. I have thoroughly enjoyed. Oh,
Celia Knox loves you too. I love Miss B and being a part of Engine Theater. She's the coolest teacher.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Celia.
And we know why now. I love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're going to share your Etsy, your link to your Etsy shop, and everyone get out and vote. You guys are amazing. And as far as face masks go, her Etsy shop is a really cool place to shop for one. So let's help support her. And it's been a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much.
I was actually also going to say for Mobile Baldwin residents, I do have a code for free shipping.
Ooh,
so
cool.
I just deliver to Mobile residents or drop off to Mobile residents. It's MOB15. So you get 15% off your next purchase.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay,
Very cool.
See. We're gonna put that up there in the put that up in the comments as well. Thank you. That is a nice tip. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, girl. Perfect. Yeah, we will touch base with you maybe in the beginning of the school year and see how y'all are doing.
Sounds great. Thanks so much.
Thanks. Have a great week. All right, Miss B.
Bye.
Bye. Are you still scared to say it?
Yeah, I'm terrified. No, Miss B. No. But she's a cool teacher. It's like Miss B is just cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like it.
I didn't have a Miss B.
No, I didn't have a Miss B either.
Oh, man.
Coolest teacher award.
Yeah.
So if you guys are voting for nappies and you see Molly's name on the list there, give her a vote.
Heck yeah.
Are we still voting for that? How long does that go on for?
I'm not sure. I probably should have done some research.
Months. Yeah, I guess it's still live. There may be a little bit more time. We'll have to figure that out. Yeah, so our friends over at Lanyap running the nappies.
Y'all are awesome.
And she's up there for that. So that's cool. Well, sweet. That was a great interview. I enjoyed that. Do we have any final things for today?
Yes, we do.
We do. What?
We have a
fun fact of Mobile.
All right. What's that fun fact, friend?
Look, when I found this fun fact, I was like, no way. This is a good one. This is a real good one. I mean, of course, I never know if it's true or not, but
come on, man, you got to back up your facts.
Yeah, well,
where are you finding these facts?
Well,
don't say Google.
I don't make them up.
But what website are you landing on that you're?
All kinds of different things. All kinds of different Alabama history.
Okay. You might want to confirm our resources.
Yeah. But this is a good one. Whether it's true or not, we're going to share.
What is it, Mandy?
Dauphin Street derived its name from the word Dauphin, Dauphin. The heir apparent to the French throne was known as the Dauphin and his wife as Dauphine. The street and island were probably named in 1911. So Dauphin Street.
1711.
So
it's all right. I just happened to look up and see the date.
Because I can't read correctly. 1711. Yeah. So what this resource was saying is that the street, Dauphin Street and Dauphin Island were probably named in 1711.
Very cool.
How long ago was that? That was like
long time.
3 million years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like. So yeah,
but yeah, 3 million. Close.
It feels like forever ago. Forever, and then yet it feels like yesterday.
It's great.
Yes.
Killer. That's good stuff. All right, cool.
So we will join you guys back on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do we have a show Friday? We don't
have a show Friday.
Yeah.
I will be in the air.
So we do not have a show on Friday. Mandy's going to be flying. My partner in crime is going to be flying. We were going to do it where she was in the airport and I did a show and I piped her in and then we had Freestyle Friday like crazy. But her flight has like a 30-minute something. It's not much of a layover. And I was like, no, Mandy.
And it's in Atlanta. And
she's not She's not a super traveler. So like, I was like, you just
Logistics aren't
I was
my
like,
thing.
you just need to find your gate and your terminal. Don't worry about the live show. So we will not be doing a show live on Friday. We may surprise you with something. We'll see. We don't know.
Oh, I
Doesn't
can't-
matter.
I can't talk about Thursday. Just saying.
Talk about whatever you want.
This is a quick free promo for Chick-fil-A, but it's Cow Appreciation Day on Thursday. I just want to tell everybody that. Everybody needs to know Cow Appreciation Day is coming up this Thursday. Right?
Is it? Is that official? Is that happening? Cool.
Yes. Oh, wait, Courtney. See, this is why we are not in the know. Courtney, Lanyard voting is now over. Ah.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I know. I should check my facts beforehand.
Why did Miss B tell us that?
Come on, Miss B.
Miss B, you're supposed to know. It's
Yeah.
live. Maybe she just didn't want to
She
break
was
her
like,
heart.
"Oh, y'all don't know anything, and I don't want to make you feel bad."
It's cool. It's all good. All right,
Thanks,
cool.
Courtney. And shirts will be ready tomorrow. Thanks to Lemon Teas. But yeah, guys, this has been fun. We enjoyed having Molly on. We will see you
Soon.
for sure next week.
Love our uncertainty. It's going to be great. All right, guys. Love you. Have a great week. Bye.